Uh, what's up, MB fam? I wasn't crying or anything. I'm just really overwhelmed over the little intro you just saw. So, but anyway, welcome to another edition of Fiction Universe. Today we'll be covering my Morphin Power Rangers, which is one of my favorites since forever. And this year is the 30th anniversary of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So I thought this would just be the perfect opportunity to just talk about the original six. I'm just gonna, since I already did a quick homage to Tommy and Trini, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about them first. So, as you all don't know, both Trini and Tommy were the original Green and Yellow Rangers. Tweet Twang, who played Trini, died. In 2001. I think I was maybe like I can't remember how old I was, but it was really young. So to hear that she passed away was devastating for a lot of people at that time. So it was really grieving. And she was one of my favorites as well. She was the yellow Tiger Ranger, Saber-tooth Tiger Ranger. And it's sad that she died so young because I was hoping there would be more for her down the road, storyline wise. Similar to how they going with like Jason David Frank. And speaking of him, if you also saw my homage, Jason David Frank, he played not only he known as Tommy the he's mostly known for Tommy the original Green Ranger, but he was also the original White Ranger. But then he also played he wasn't the original, but he was also Red and Black Ranger as well. And then he was also in different series. It's like Zeo, Turbo, and Dino Thunder, which I'll cover later on down the road. And he recently passed away back in last year, actually. It was tragic to hear about how he passed away as well. Start with Jason, the Red Ranger, original Red Ranger as well, played by Austin St. John. So if you all don't know, Austin St. John has done, I think, just about almost as many cameos as, well, I wouldn't say almost, but he's probably the second Ranger to get almost as many cameos as Tommy, Jason David Frank. Anyway, in case you're wondering, this is not going to be like a full breakdown of everybody. It's just me giving my opinion on what I think. And it might not be exactly where you want it, but it'll be somewhat in there. But yeah, Jason, he played not only one color, but two colors. One of them was Red Ranger, and the other one was the Gold Ranger in Zeo. So that's Jason. And then we move on to the next, I want to say popular, but they're all popular, but Kimberly, the Pink Ranger, played by Amy Jo Johnson, was, I think at the time, was a Power Ranger heartthrob for a lot of people. And in case you're wondering, she only did pink, no other colors. And she only did 2 seasons of Mighty Morphin before she left. And that was pretty much that breakdown of where that went. And I think it's weird that we never really got, because she was so popular. I don't think, like, Ranger wise, I never really understood why we never got a cameo out of her, except for the and I hope I get this date right, the 2017 Power Rangers movie, which came out, I think it was 2017. I don't know. Anyway, I could do this all day. But anyway, moving on. To Billy, the Blue Ranger, played by David Yost. Like I said, again, his only color. He did not only Mighty Morphin, but also Zeo as well. I think the one thing I loved about his character was his relationship with, similar to what Kimberly had with Tommy, is like that love relationship, but it really wasn't. Like his, like Billy and Trini, like they had a love relationship, but they didn't really have one. I guess you would say it. To a certain degree. Anyway, and last but not least, we have Zach, the Black Ranger, played by Walter Jones. Also, his only color. I don't know if it was coincidental to make a black man the Black Ranger, but or maybe they just didn't think that through, or and I'm not saying it's a racial thing, but I didn't really think about this till like years later, till I saw like another video. But anyway, another thing that came to me is I don't know if Walter Jones actually has a dance background, but I love the fact that he could actually dance back then and I could. So that was my take on him. And he could somewhat fight and dance at the same time. Yeah, so that's my take on Zach. So Power Rangers as a whole was just one of those generational things that would just never go away. Like it stays with your childhood forever, and it's with you literally to the end of time. Like I have an entire DVD box set here. And for those of you who are curious as to what they may look like, this is it. Hopefully I'll get that in a picture later. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So yeah, it's been 30 years, and Power Rangers is the fact that it's still going on as we speak is just, and it started with, well, it didn't start with this. It started in Japan, and this helped to keep it going. It's just phenomenal. Even more phenomenal, or should we say more phenomenal? And that's just what I find even more interesting. So I'm not going to keep you all here all day. That's just been my taste on fiction universe. I just wanted to share that with you all. And as I said before, there will be more reviews of not specifically this. Well, I will do another review of this, except it will be include the other Rangers like Johnny Young Bosch, Kieran Ashley, Catherine Sutherland, and whoever else was involved, Ranger wise. And then like all the other Rangers series going down from there. Yeah, this has been another interesting edition of the fiction universe where fantasy becomes reality and reality becomes imagination, and your imagination is limitless, absolutely limitless. So I'm MB Music Man. Stay safe, be blessed, and I'll show this one more time. May the power protect you all.